Hello and welcome. This is
Hello.
Kyle. Just wanted to just quickly introduce our host for this evening, Mr. Shane Hyman, a Senior Marketing Director here with TPS, The Perfect Solution, and founding member of VIP Global. We're very blessed to have him just leading the way and blazing the trail. And I'm going to turn it over to him to host the call and get things started off right. Mr. Hyman, are you on the line here with us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear. Thanks for being on.
Very good. Absolutely. It is my absolute pleasure, and thank you for all that you do. Guys, I'm so pleased to be here and host this evening's or any time of the day, wherever you are, because we are a global company and a global organization. So just want to welcome you for being here, whether you're live or whether you're listening to this as a recording. This is our VIP Global Conference training call, and we're here every Sunday. So I'll get this call started with some announcements and some recognition. There's a lot of exciting things going on. People are growing and thriving on a daily basis here with us. Starting with our event calendar, which you can find at our VIP Global Facebook fan page, facebook.com/VIP Global Network. So we have an event almost every day of the week, and you can pick and choose which ones you want to plug into as they're valuable resources for you to access there. Starting with every Sunday here with our conference and training call for VIP Global, starting at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can dial in 949-245-2883, or you can point your browser to uberconference.com/VIP Global to participate. And on Mondays, we have our TPS Corporate Training Webinar. Starts at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can pre-register and attend by going to tpswebinar.com. Go ahead and get registered for that, as it's very valuable training on a weekly basis. We also have another Monday event out of the UK, which is a VIP Global training, and it's a master training. And it's so wonderful to have a global presence because it gives us more opportunity to plug in. So it's actually held at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, okay, which is the afternoon for us here on the West Coast, and just gives us more opportunity. So big congratulations for everybody participating on a global scale, even in the UK and beyond. Now on Tuesdays, we've shifted gears a little bit, and we are promoting personal grand opening events, okay? So definitely choose a time, get your invites going, and get the home setting started for yourself and your business as well. And on Wednesdays, we have our VIP Global Training Webinar. Okay, you can pre-register today at vipglobaltraining.com, and we'd love to see you there on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And on Thursdays, we have another TPS Overview Webinar at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can pre-register and get all of your prospects and people who you're sharing the business with to register as well at tpsoverview.com. There's also another UK event as well, the VIP Global Business Overview Webinar also, which will be held at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So again, guys, you can see this event calendar at facebook.com/VIP Global Network for our VIP Global Facebook fan page, okay? So very, very great announcements, very great opportunities for us to use these events to catapult our business and really leverage tools and resources, because tools duplicate, not people, okay? Now, we want to take the time here also to recognize some individuals who are really taking the initiative, stepping up for their upgrades, and also advancing in rank here with TPS, The Perfect Solution. So congratulations, Adam Morrison, who upgraded to Diamond, as well as Billy Jury, upgraded to Silver, Ben Wilson, upgraded to Bronze, Kelly Willman, upgraded to Bronze, Rachel Brown, upgraded to Diamond, Fatima Mohammed, upgraded to Diamond, Lynn Carson, Bronze, Paco Fiaco, Bronze, Michelle Gray, upgraded to Diamond, John Goss, upgraded to Diamond. Congratulations. Also, Davin Kerr, upgraded to Diamond. Dave Jackson, upgraded to Diamond. Melissa Torrey, upgraded to Bronze. Cindy Williams, Silver. Victoria Salaya, Bronze. And Samantha Wall has rank advanced to Master Store Owner. Congratulations. As well as Luis Roman, upgraded to Master Store Owner. Also, Clyde Reeder, congratulations for rank advancing to Master Store Owner. Oh, almost forgot a couple upgrades as well, which is Chatini Roche, and I apologize if I've mispronounced your name, but congratulations for upgrading to bronze, as well as Bryant Hanna, who upgraded to bronze. Super congratulations to everybody who is upgrading and rank advancing in your business. You're showing up and winning, and you're saying success, saying yes to success in your business and in your life. Well, actually, at this time, I have the great honor and privilege of passing this training call over to a gentleman who's literally shaking and moving. He is a professional in every sense of the word, okay? And he's out there and he's helping people and making and creating an opportunity for people to grow and thrive. And he's actually going to be the lead presenter and training on this conference training call. So without any further ado, I'd like to hand it over to Senior Marketing Director, Mr. Anthony LeBlanc. Anthony, you there?
Shane, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, Anthony. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Hey, I just want to thank you for the wonderful words. Man, you truly are a selfless leader. I mean, we can call on you at any time to do what you do, and you are the best at it. And I just want to thank you for everything you do, Shane. Hello, everyone.
You're absolutely welcome.
I was waiting for the response, but I didn't hear it. So thank you. Hey, everyone, this is Anthony LeBlanc. Most of you have heard the name, know who I am. We've met. Tonight's call, we're going to make it short and sweet. We don't want to have you on this call any longer than we have to. We do realize that it's your Sunday evening. For some of you, probably most of you, you have to go back to work Monday morning. And so that rewind or winding down process is probably what you're in right now. So we want to take, we want to be very cautious not to go overtime. We want to respect your time, okay? Tonight we're going to have a few individuals come on board, but I just want to let you know where you are. TPS right now is on fire. I mean, I just enrolled a couple of people yesterday, and we're over 1.5 mil. We're close to 1.6. It might be over 1.6 now because today's a new day, but we're going to hit 2 million pretty soon. And then it's going to go from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4, from 4 to 5, and it's going to continue to grow. So you don't want to miss out on your window of opportunity. This Wednesday's training is going to go into more detail on the subject of exponential growth, or growing your business at a rapid pace. We want to show you how to explode your business and expand it over the next few months so that you don't miss this opportunity. There are some key things to making those things happen, which we're going to talk about a little bit tonight, but we're not going to go into all the details until Wednesday when we're able to do the training and the PowerPoint presentation. Tonight, though, I do want to talk to a few people. I actually want to have a few people come on and give their testimony. Right now, like I said, this is the time where you want to be laser focused in your business. I mean, if you look down, if you look to the side, if you blink, you could miss it, and we don't want anyone to do that. So I'm going to have two gentlemen start off with their testimonies. Shane, you're still there, right? You're controlling the panel. I need you to let John Goss come through. John is an individual that I haven't had the opportunity to meet yet, but I've been seeing his progress. I've been hearing about this gentleman. I've been hearing and how he is he's in business. He's a professional. He's similar to myself. He's in I believe, the mortgage industry. But this guy is really starting to move and shake here at TPS. And I just wanted to hear a little bit from this gentleman because he is a new guy. And a lot of times, when we come to these calls, sometimes you get so familiar you don't want to come. But the calls are geared and designed to do a few things. They're geared and designed to inform you of what's going on. We have announcements. We have different types of training. It's also designed to train you on those different trainings that we have available to you, but it's also for us all to come together and unite and re-energize and get remotivated, especially at the beginning of the week. Sunday is a great day to do that, and then Monday we get going. So without further ado, John Goss, I'd like you to just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing and what TPS means to you, sir. Are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for having me on. I just recently upgraded to a diamond rank. I, just like everyone else on this call, looked at the business model in front of me. And for me, I hate to sound cliche, but it was really the perfect solution on a industry that I was able to, connect the dots with, or, look at the numbers in reference to the e-commerce numbers in the next 5 years, look at not just my generation, but my teenagers' generation and the generation of my 2-year-old daughter. And I'm thinking to myself, if e-commerce is booming now, where is it going to be 20 years from now? So it really resonated with me in reference to a business model that I saw enormous potential in. And I've spent a lot of time looking for a business model that I can really sink my teeth in and believe in. So the perfect solution. It was. So it made the most sense to me because me being me, I was going to end up at diamond anyway. So I want to take advantage of the commission structure, and so I came in at diamond. And in reference to myself, I was just someone asked me a couple of days ago. They're like, why do you do this? And I am a mortgage broker by trade. I've been doing it for a good majority of my life. And I told this person, I said, I never really had a bad life. I mean, I have a wonderful wife. I have 4 kids, and I got to say that they have a wonderful life. My wife had the option to stay home and raise our kids. My kids literally have never seen the inside of a daycare, and they. We have a good life, and the financial burden has always fell on my shoulders. And the day that a couple of years ago, I had a moment. It was a Saturday, it was January 2015, and I literally saw my 5-year-old daughter Mia, and I looked at the relationship she had with her mother, and I looked at the relationship she had with me. And I said, wow, I remember when she was 5 days old, literally 5 days, and she's sitting here 5 years old in front of me, and I felt like I didn't know her very well. And it just, I literally, and I didn't grow up myself. I didn't really grow up with a father. And as just something just hit me, brought a tear to my eye. And the mortgage business, as anyone knows, it's just a revolving hamster wheel that I was like, OMG, just get me off of this thing. And I came in to the understanding of a leveraged business is where I needed to be. I figured out the mechanics first. I did a reverse azimuth. I said, instead of spinning around the hamster wheel, where do I want to be in 3 years? What does my life look like? And it was freedom. And that is my goal, is just to be free, to be at home, and to be able to make my own decisions instead of having to report somewhere. And so I was telling the person a couple of days ago that I no longer have an option. There is no any question for me. There is no maybe I'll get it done. There's no option for me. I have to be successful at this, because that is my why, is to be free and be able to be a father to my kids. Which,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is fantastic. I totally can resonate with what you're saying. I've been in the mortgage industry since 1989, and like you said, it's day to day. I mean, you're in commissions, and if you don't find a way to create some sort of leveraged income or residual income, you'll be doing that until the day you die. And some of those exact reasons that you're doing this business and your why are some of the reasons that I'm doing this business as well. Thank you. I want to thank you, and I actually want to get a chance to meet with you, John, when probably at the next event, so we can share war stories and see how we can make this thing work a little bit better and faster. But thank you for your time, okay?
You're welcome.
All right. There's another gentleman, and I want to move quickly. I don't want to leave anyone out. He's also a professional. You know, that's one of the things we have to start looking for. We have to start not being afraid to approach professionals and get them involved in the business, because a lot of times when you approach the individuals with the wrong mindset, and I'm not saying all professionals have the right mindset, but some of them just are in a better position, or they may get it a lot quicker than some other people versus the people that we normally talk to. The first thing out of their mouth is how much does it cost instead of how does it work and how can I make money. Let's start approaching professionals. This gentleman came in at Diamond. I came in at Diamond. We're both in the mortgage industry, so that should tell you a little bit right there. These training calls, again, are to give you little bits of nuggets of wisdom so that you don't make the same mistakes that someone else has made, so you better and improve your game so that you get a lot further, a lot faster. I'm going to bring this next gentleman on. In fact, I'm going to have Mr. Rudy Celaya. Rudy, are you there?
Yes, I am, Anthony. Can you hear me?
Can you bring on your guy since he's right there with you?
Yeah, actually, I'd be happy to. The gentleman I'm going to bring on is, he was actually somebody I met through social media, and now we've developed a relationship over the last 4 months that's really just, really now a friendship, and it's really awesome to see our families hanging out with each other. Me and Kyle were here just celebrating their son's birthday party, and he's a Diamond Master Store owner, someone I'm real proud of. He's shaking and baking. We're about to launch a few meetings this week to get him going and get that momentum and growth that he's been working so hard for. Mr. Luis Roman, are you with us?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Rudy. Like Rudy stated, we met online back in October of last year. I looked at the opportunity. I researched it. Once I convinced myself, I was actually looking for a way to say no, and I couldn't find one. And when that happened, I jumped in head first and went Diamond within like 3 weeks. And it's been a very good ride for me and for my family. Not only because of the opportunity, but like Rudy stated, meeting new people, like-minded people, and it's been great so far. And as in this morning, I was looking at the Times Magazine talking about e-commerce and what's happening and what is going to happen. So we are at the right time, the right place, and the right company to move forward and make it better for all of us. So with that said, I'm going to pass the baton back to you, Mr. LeBlanc.
Thank you, Mr. Roman. Leave Rudy on the line because he's going to be next. Hey, guys, we bring individuals like this to the table, Luis, John, new individuals that one was met on social media and he came in. So social media works. It's not going to be, 100% where you send out to 100 and all 100 are so happy to, because there's other people sending out stuff too, but you can find people on social media. In fact, we're going to have the last gentleman. He's not going to talk about that today, but he is going to do a class on how to get or how to sponsor individuals using social media. I wanted Rudy to stay on the line for a minute because I want him to just really quickly, because I got to get to this next gentleman, just talk about the momentum that you're building. Because really, I mean, this week, our whole focus is on growing this business as quickly and as fast as you possibly can, learning all the strategies and the system and how to do this thing in a way that there's no guessing about it. You know exactly what to do. So Rudy, with that saying, I mean, I met Rudy just a few months ago, and he was already stealing watches from me. He was just doing everything. He was just doing too much. And so now we're kind of in a friendly competition. We're in the same group, and, you know, it's just fun to work with this young man because I know that he's not going to stop. And so in these type of businesses, you want to have a partnership or an alignment with people that you know are not going to stop because they force you to up your game. And as they up their game, you up your game. When you up your game, they up their game, and you guys can ride it all the way to the top. So, Rudy, without further ado, let us have a few minutes or a couple of minutes of what you're doing to create this momentum.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anthony. It's been a pleasure working with you as well and getting to know you. Yeah, trust me, you guys are just such an inspiration to me. You, Philip, Kyle, Shane. You know, I came in this company literally 7 months ago, and I couldn't believe that I hit MSB in 90 days. So, you know, for me, it's just really seeing momentum, seeing results. And it's not something that fell in my lap. You know, I had to make sacrifices. I had to do whatever it took to see that kind of success. And it's real exciting because my goal is to hit SMD by the middle of March. So it's, you know, what I got to do, what are those steps of action? What do I need to do in order to achieve those levels? It's really just making sure that you keep the momentum going. And with that momentum, you'll be able to achieve growth. And, you know, one of the important things is sometimes momentum can be here today and gone tomorrow. You know, like, you know, pretty much Anthony just touched on that. You know, it's something if you look down or if you skip a beat, trust me, someone else is going to go right past you, and that can happen in this company. So you got to keep moving. You got to already, you know, write down your goals, figure out what your goals are and write them down so they become realistic. But for me, it's just maintaining that momentum. Once you hit that momentum, it's about maintaining that momentum and whatever you can do to get to that next level. But eventually, that turns into growth. And that's what I'm seeing. It's not just about me. It's about my team. It's about seeing them achieving MSO, achieving MSB. It's about them throwing their go parties. And I feel like that, you know, the more consistent, the more persistent you are in this business, the faster you'll have those results. So I can't wait to hear more about it on Wednesday. Congratulations to everybody that I see upgrading. I'm so proud of all of you. It's just so exciting to see this company growing at the pace that it is. And the best part, like Kyle says, we haven't even scratched the scratch, baby. Let's go.
All right. Hey, I can feel the excitement, Rudy. You just got me pumped up. I'm ready to go to work now. Hey, guys, Rudy's a young guy, you know, but he gets us older guys excited and ready to go do some things that we haven't been able to do in a long, long time. But I love it. I love it. Listen, in this business, you know, you can't just sit on the fence. You just can't sit there and watch what happens and wonder what happens. You got to make it happen. And we got a lot of people sitting on the sidelines right now, people that are still at the free level. They don't go to meetings. They don't get on conference calls or webinars or anything, so they don't even know what's going on. They don't even have a reason why they should do anything other than what they're doing, and then eventually they fall out. We got to get more and more people active. Events are what get exposures, really. Event to event we grow, but exposures over time is what gets the person more involved. If you're sitting around and you've seen 3 or 4 exposures and you see somebody new come in that doesn't look like anything more than you, and they start to take off, you start to say, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. But if you're not participating in any way, shape, form, or fashion, it's just not going to happen. And sometimes we just got to let those people sit to the side and go do what we have to do and then come back to them and show them where we've moved up, and maybe they'll make that decision. You know, we're going to talk about this week just putting your running shoes back on and getting out there and not literally but figuratively. Putting your running shoes on, creating that sense of urgency, compressing time frames, maybe in the next 90 days, have a goal and go out there and hit it, because we do want that exponential growth. And you got to track your results, and then you got to duplicate it as quickly as possible. That's how you're going to move really fast through this company. I mean, everything is just numbers. It's a numbers game. And if you have more numbers than the next guy or the next gal, you're going to move a lot faster. You got to have a game plan, in any type of business, whether it's traditional or direct sales or your own business or whatever the case may be. You got to have a plan. And then you got to go out and do what it is you set out to do, and then you review your results, and then based upon those results, you're going to adjust those results. I had a meeting on yesterday with my core group, and we talked about the formula, and I'm going to have to stamp this as my own. Formula is an acronym for Focus on Routine, Massive, Urgent, Leveraging Activity. And that's what you have to do in these type of businesses to move at that fast pace. You may have a job, and you may not be able to do it like a full-timer. You may not even be able to do it like a part-timer. You may have to do it as a spare timer. But even as a spare timer, there are certain things you can do on a daily basis, whether it's making calls or going to the grocery store or the gas station or wherever it may be. You're going to run into people. And you just have to have a system that when you run into those people, you have your 15-second elevator speech to see if you can create some sort of intrigue or interest in what it is you're doing, okay? We're going to talk more about that during the week. Right now, I want to get this gentleman on because it's past his sleepy time where he lives. You heard him on the beginning. He's in the UK, and it's early morning there. This guy, I can still call him a youngster because he's 1 year younger than I am. He's doing some great things. He had the hottest week this week. I mean, most of those people that you heard that were upgraded and promoted and rank advanced and all those came from this gentleman's group. He's in the UK, and the UK isn't street legal yet. They are still waiting to launch the country, but they're not letting that stand in their way. Mr. Philip Llewellyn, I admire this gentleman. I see his strengths. I watch what he's doing. This guy is one of the greatest guys to know, and then also his skill level is so high for a baby boomer. I have to throw that in there. Bring Mr. Philip Llewellyn on, please, for me.
Anthony, good evening, sir. Thank you for those kind words. Absolute pleasure to be on the call. Yes, a late baby boomer, 1962. I missed out being Generation X by 3 years. So,
hey, man, I love the fact that you're doing what you're doing, man, and just the side on the technology side, because usually I told you some of the challenges that I have with the baby boomers and the technology, but at 50 plus years old, you're killing it in that space. You're killing it in the business. You're doing a lot of things that the youngsters are not even capable of doing. And I just want you to go through just a little bit of what it is that you did to have such a phenomenal week. I mean, I saw at least 13 or 14 people on your team in a country that hasn't even been launched yet upgrade. Why are they upgrading? And they're upgrading to diamonds. Tell me about that.
Well, I think they see the common sense business model here. I've got to the stage 35 years in and out of this business since I was 19. I left it a few times because I was disillusioned, came back and realized I was, guess what, still disillusioned. And so disillusioned, in fact, I'd spent 18 months with a previous business partner of mine just trying to sort of create our own business here in the UK. But anyway, Kyle came along and started pestering me, and I was too busy at the time. It was, Kyle, look, I'm way too busy. I'm way too focused. Life is in the way right now. Talk to me in a few months' time. But do you know what I did? On the fact that I knew Kyle so well and been in a previous business with him before, I just took a position. And seriously, I did nothing with it for 8-9 months until Kyle came knocking on the door and said, check your 138, go in your back office and call me back. And about 4 days went, I had another call off Kyle, and it was, you haven't checked your back office, have you? I said, no, how do you know? He said, because you haven't called me. You'd have called me if you'd have checked. So I said, right, I better go and check. And anyway, I checked it, and the rest is history. Bear in mind, 8 months that was, and I was still under 600 people in my 138. Took me over 8 months to get to 600 people. Now people are doing that almost in a weekend, Anthony. It's crazy, right? That's called a clue. But my brief, I want to talk to you this evening, just lightly touch on the enhancements and the changes to the comp plan that have been announced, because, you know, it's quite important. One of the things I learned in these 35 years is the comp plan is very important, not so much in its detail, although the devil is sometimes in the detail, and we can cover that some other time, but it's in the behavior that a comp plan drives. And if you want to see if a comp plan and therefore a company is going to be successful, you need to look at the actions that the compensation plan drives in the behavior of the people trying to get to the money. And this is what I love about this company. In the 18 months I've been involved, they've made 3 different changes to the comp plan. And every single time, it's been not just for the betterment of the business, and I mean the distinction there, the betterment of the business as opposed to the company, because they've never done anything to better the company without bettering the business and us, the distributors. Because I think, you know, whether it's the Chinese and they finally realize it, and they're not Americans that think they realize it, but they understand that the strength of the company is only going to be as good and as strong as the strength of the community of the people that is building it. And that is what I love about this. And the one thing I want to mention, because we're a Chinese company, the advantages that come with that are immense, and everyone can see that in the growth of the 138. But we all have to realize that we are working within the most legislative and restrictive body for direct selling and network marketing in the world. Okay? And you can be rest assured that this company is doing everything to ensure that compliance is the top of its list, without a shadow of a doubt. And none of us on this call want them to go and kill this golden goose that's laying these golden eggs for us, right? So they've taken away the 3rd level of generational payments, which is fine in the team sales commissions. They've taken that payment away, but they've wrapped up the few percentage points they've taken from that and placed them elsewhere, more strategically in the compensation plan, and I think for a much, much better benefit. Now, the other thing you have to be aware of as well, the headline thing, is that the vouchers have finally gone. Now, anyone that's been with the company for a while will know that they were introduced almost 20-odd months ago, and they were meant to be 6 months. We kept the vouchers going, and they kept going for 12 months and 18 months. But their day has come, and it's, again, to do with compliance. It's to do with the fact that if people are paying for an upgrade kits, they should take delivery of those upgrade kits, okay? People have to be seen to be in receiving delivery of products. So if anyone has anybody that's looking to upgrade to a silver or above, a gold, and especially a diamond, I would advise them to get their upgrades in before the 1st of March, where you can currently still use your vouchers for about 24 hours Chinese time, okay? I want to mention to you now about something that is a big enhancement. It's actually one of the new ways. Yes, we now got 12 ways we get paid. We've got the new members daily bonus pool. This is just for new members who upgrade for the first time in their first, up to including the first 30 days. Now, those of you may be aware that if you qualify for your daily bonus pool in your 138 in the same month as you qualify, you get it for the rest of the payment in that month as well as the month after. That's now changing. The immediate qualification for those pools are changing, but you get access to the new members daily pool. Now, all new registered members who upgrade to bronze or above and have accumulated retail sales of $15 or more will receive it the very next day. And this depends on the store level you're at. So if you upgrade to a diamond, you will be getting more out of the bonus pool than if you upgraded to bronze, and depends on your retail sales that you bring in as well. Plus, it's based on 2% of the company's profits that you're going to share every day. Now, this is just for new store owners. MSOs, MSPs, SMDs, they don't get a carve out of this at all. It's just for new members who upgraded. So I think people are going to see within the first month of the upgrade a substantial increase in their daily payments there. That's a guess on my part. We'll have to see how that comes out, okay? Another massive announcement, Anthony, is the affiliate program qualifications. Now, finally, people can actually get paid a percentage of the company's profits the following day for actually buying and selling affiliate stock from affiliate stores. It works at a multiplier of 3. So, for instance, if you want to qualify for the daily sales bonus pool and for the 138 matrix, that is going to be $50. You now can do that by spending $150 from your affiliate store, okay, i.e. 3 times the regular $50 announcement. Now, one thing I want to say and throw in there as a sort of coverall for you is realize with your affiliates, they don't always hit the back office the same month. So don't rely on those to qualify you initially until you've got some in the system, because you know in America there that Walmart can take up to 90 days, okay? So don't use it for qualification, but realize that that is there. And that's wonderful news. If you're building out of America right now in countries that aren't open, bear in mind that they can shop $150 worth, for example, from AliExpress maybe, out of their one of 100 million products, and it can get delivered to one of over 100 countries that AliExpress deliver to. So anyone ordering $150 from that company, one of the affiliates, could qualify for a share of the company profits around the world. Isn't that fantastic?
Wow, that's
so
huge.
I know, isn't that? That's amazing. And the other things, what they've done here, guys, realize this. We're fast approaching, as Anthony mentioned, 1.6 million. We're going to break through 2 million members. So we have to look at the growth and how that's affecting things, how it affects the profitability, how we can get some extra volume, and how can we can make sure that the people that have joined us early enough and are really putting in the hard work to build this are going to benefit as well from the leaders. Because the people on this call, there's no reason that not a single one of you cannot be a GVP of this company and enjoy the benefits of this comp plan, okay? So realize this, the minimum spend has gone up slightly. To qualify for the dailies before it was $25. Now it's $50 to qualify for the daily sales bonus pool. But guess what? Everyone was spending $50 anyway to qualify for the 138. So when you think about it, there's no real change there. Your minimum spend, if you're not an MSO, is $50. If you are an MSO, you need now be spending $100 for an MSO and above, okay, because that will help you generate and qualify for extra bonus pool payments. Your monthly team sales residual plan is now you need to be a senior marketing director and a Diamond Store member. So everyone that's out there that's SMB, look to go to SMD, because now you're going to get a bigger share of a bigger pot shared between less people. Okay, so you're going to be rewarding the leaders there. So I just wanted to cover those in the main, Anthony, just to give you an indication, because you can read all the details in the bulletin section of the back office. Bear in mind that the ones I've just mentioned to you now, they will start week effective the 1st of April. So everything that you buy in March needs to be qualifying you for the new bonus plan, for the new payment plan, effective the 1st of April, okay? Anything else you want to ask me on that, Anthony?
No, that was great, Philip. I know I had a couple of questions from a few people. And, I had been in business before where I saw compensation structure and different things change, and it always ended up being for the better, not just for the company, but for the overall group of people that were really serious about making things happen. And I think that's what's going on right now. They're looking, if you look at it, remember back when they changed the way that you signed up a person because we had a bunch of people just sitting there doing nothing? I think they're realizing and figuring out, hey, this company is going to grow no matter what, but we got to get straight to the people that are really serious about wanting to have a great future here and not waste a lot of time with individuals that don't, because we do that from day to day in our personal building of our teams. I've gone with a number of people that weren't serious and wasted a lot of time only to find out later on that, hey, these people are not serious. It would be a lot better to get straight to the people that are serious and get those people motivated. We all want to be GVP. We all want to be a diamond GVP, so why not just consistently move up the ladder and up the levels as fast as we can and get to the real goal, which is being a GVP and And then not only that, but helping your people to get to GVP as well. And so I applaud you, Philip, for the information. I didn't get a chance to read everything. I got a little bit of information. Some of my team members gave me a little bit of information. But it was great to hear you kind of open it up and really explain some of what's going on. Again, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, go into your back office. It's there. You can read it. But I think the move is really there to help us, because over the last 8 or 9 months since I've been in the company, I've only seen them do stuff that helps us to get better as a company and better as team members. So, hey,
exactly.
Thank you.
You know what I'd say, Anthony? No problem at all. In closing, I'd say to anyone, seriously, if there's any issues in your mind about you generating or creating sales worth $100 through any of your 3 retail stores, then maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't be in the e-commerce business anyway. Right? Because to generate $100 in 30 days, come on. Okay? Be a product of the product, especially when you're getting paid to buy the stuff. So anyway, back to you, sir. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Philip. I want to thank all the individuals that were on tonight, Rudy, Louise, John, Philip, Shane, and even Kyle running the switchboard back there. Like I said, I didn't want this meeting to go any longer than it has to. It's been about 45 minutes thus far.
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Before you close out, this is Shane. I just wanted to add 2 more quick announcements.
Okay, go right ahead, Shane.
Thank you so much. Guys, we have a couple other exciting announcements that I'm pleased to announce here. We actually have a new store owners Getting Started Right call every Sunday afternoon at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, okay? They'll be able to call in at the same number, 949-245-2883, or log in to uberconference.com/VIP Global. This is going to be a great call that everybody can plug into and plug their new store owners into on a weekly basis. Now, this will allow your new TPS store owners to understand exactly what it takes to get their online e-commerce business off on the right foot and what they need to do to win within their business. So I want to encourage everybody to start promoting and plugging in for that. We also have a new time starting next Sunday, April 5th, for our VIP Global weekly conference and training call, okay? Same number, same website that you can call into, but we're going to be starting it at 12 noon every Sunday. So due to our fast-growing global expansion, we want to give everyone an opportunity to benefit from these valuable calls every week. So that being said, we have a new time for Sunday. We're going to be doing it now at 12 noon every Sunday, immediately following our new store owners Getting Started Right call. So again, guys, please inform your teams, let them know that they can win and how they can plug in most effectively, and look forward to that being a great resource. Thank you, Anthony. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Shane. With that being said, we'll see you on Monday night for the corporate training, and we'll see you on Wednesday night for our VIP training on how to have explosive growth in your business. I want to thank everyone for being on the call tonight. You guys have a beautiful week, productive week, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you.